what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that hit my 40 money. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, and that's me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shores. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac spitting out the tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No living like 5. Still got a heart of gold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Up Mo's at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me.
Maxo, bust down, Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down.
Here from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you always need to bring the opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. Can't connect from in close. To Davis. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Anthony Davis.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. James to Davis. Fires the three. Off the iron. No good. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Here's a steal. Dangerous pass.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Shot from the lane won't go. Nice pass to set things up. Kuzma to Danny Green. It's James. Not that time. He missed it. Danny Green to Kyle Kuzma. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
LeBron James with the rock. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
No issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face, he drills it.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
And the finish, slam dunk.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Across the timeline comes James. His team up by 1. Down low for Davis. Anthony Davis swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Kyle Kuzma. LeBron James with the block. Cousins.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Rises for the slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 2... £265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
For 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 7, JaVale McGee. Is available for the Lakers. Number 7, JaVale McGee.
James. Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
LeBron James tips it. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To James. LeBron James. 3 for 4. Good start.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Kyle Kuzma. Cruises inside for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Almost, but no good. To Caldwell Pope. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
James into the front court. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. Caldwell Pope to James. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
And the nice finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. First try at the line, no good. Missed the second one as well. To Caldwell Pope. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. LeBron into the front court. They trail by 7. Anthony Davis. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. And scores.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Short jumper off the mark. Davis. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
James. Textbook defense. To Caldwell Pope. LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
JaVale McGee lays it in.
Ed, I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
To Caldwell Pope. Davis. Lakers ball. Intentional foul. He meant it.
It's way too early in the game to be intentionally fouling like that. Keep your cool, man. Calm down.
To Danny Green. Fires the 3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
LeBron into the front court. Trailing by 4. Danny Green sizing up Cousins. Kyle Kuzma. Can't get the bounce. Davis to Cousins. Wraps him up. That's intentional. And the ref calls it.
Anthony Davis, that's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To Danny Green. To James. LeBron James. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional. Time to shuffle things up.
Team foul number 4. Los Angeles Lakers are at the limit.
Danny Green.
Entering the game for
And McGee there for the rebound. LeBron with it up top. Now down 6. JaVale McGee to James. From the outside, no good. To Davis. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Can't connect from inside. To Kyle Kuzma. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions.
Number 3, Anthony Davis.
To Kyle Kuzma. To Cousins. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. James to Kyle Kuzma. Had a good look there, but it's no good. LeBron James snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Cashes in for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Danny Green. James can't go down. Smothering defense. Here's Rondo with it. Down 6. Lays it up and in.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Davis. Kuzma to Cousins. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Davis. And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Kuzma. LBJ with it. Counted.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. Desperation shot here from half court. First half comes to an end. The Lakers have the lead. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. James, and the rebound comes to Kuzma. LeBron James!
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Kuzma. James. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Jumper's good.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. It's James. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
They work it down to Cousins. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him, make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for 2 shots. A career 70% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second as well. Across the timeline comes James. They lead it by 14. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
From long range, Danny Green can't get down to go. Defense all over him. James. It's no good. Shots not going down. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Referees called it. That was intentional. Kuzma to Davis. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. James into the front court. The deficit now up to 12. To Kyle Kuzma. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Into the game for the Lakers, number 7.
Whistle blown. In the eyes of the ref, intentional.
To number 23, LeBron James. That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Davis. Shot from the lane won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional. Changes coming from both sides right now. James, tough shot, well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball, let him prove that it wasn't the D, it was more in his own head.
DeMarcus Cousins, he has struggled just a little bit, 2 for 5. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter.
We're accepting non-perishable food items for the homeless in our community. Our thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event.
JaVale McGee.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
James, down for McGee. It was right there. To Caldwell Pope. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And the finish at the rim.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
To Danny Green. Oh, he had it. JaVale McGee to Cousins. And he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Los Angeles Lakers are in the penalty.
DeMarcus Cousins, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Los Angeles, they have it. And look out. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
McGee powers it through. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Lakers have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. LeBron into the front court. His team on top by 8. Whistle blows, intentional foul. James to Cousins. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. LeBron into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. From the painted area, won't go down. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Flushes it home.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First try, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. James to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To Caldwell-Pope. Great pass to set it up. Here's LeBron for 2. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Easy pass to the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
There it is, 6th foul. He's on the bench for the rest of this game.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. Here's a chance from long range. He drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lakers at the controls right now. We get a whistle. In the eyes of the ref, he meant it. Intentional foul.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Oh, he missed them both. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Not a smart play at all. The reason why we have techs in this game is to protect players. You know better than that.
Danny Green to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First try at the line, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
To Cousins. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. LeBron with it up top. Up by 3.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And flushes it down. No stopping. AD here.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Knocks down the first.
For Los Angeles, number 7, JaVale McGee.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. He gets it.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're a big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Kyle Kuzma. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Big finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Neck and neck. They couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
There it is, number 6. He's finished. Seat on the bench for the rest of this one.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Danny Green. Kuzma. Short jumper won't fall. Rondo into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. To Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
The free throw, good. He caps the 3-point play. And now they lead by 2 to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. Love the hustle. Sprawled out on the deck. Kuzma. A lot of contact. No whistle. Across the timeline comes James. His guys trail now by 4. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nope. First one does not go. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. The Lakers get the victory as they win a close one by 2. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
I beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money, bun everybody. Painting wife, go money to something. Bang, bang. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my? Is it? You're on the floor, I'm still holding my. Is it? Got me talking. Yeah, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. My 9 to 5 looking like my hobby. I'm living life like a Marvel movie. Stable life, say hi to my. Take a ride, let's go on my. Why you surprised when I buy you? Who told you I ain't got no money? Who told you I can't handle money? You're on the floor, I'm still holding money. Got me talking. Hey, let me see you, darling.